Hi, Luciaan here. Guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you the number one thing that you need to know in order to be successful online. If you get this right, then you won't have a problem with being successful. So, guys, I get the question many a times, how did you make it to the 10K squad so quickly? And it's because I understand this principle. Now, this principle is actually 80 years old, and it is known as the Maslow hierarchy of needs. Now, guys, you know that you don't get paid for the time that you spend online. You get paid for the problems that you solve. And to solve a problem, you need to know this one principle. I see many people in their businesses online, whether it's online or offline, they spend a lot of time on their business, but because they're not doing the right thing, they're not making money. So if you are the person that actually wants to get paid for the time that you actually spend and do the right thing so you can actually get compensated, and then this is the video for you. Abraham Maslow came up with this theory, and I'm about to share that with you. And it comes in a lot when it comes to sales. In fact, with any relationship, with any human beings out there. So I'm going to share a bit what Abraham Maslow has to say. Now, guys, I'm not the wisest person out there, but definitely Abraham Maslow, he's a well-known psychologist, and this theory has been actually preached since the 1940s to people all around the world. So the following is what Abraham actually had to say. Maslow said that for what actually drives people, what makes people do things is the following. They first have to have their physiological need actually met. And then safety, love, esteem, and self-actualization. Now I'm going to go into that. Let's first look at person's physiological needs. Now this is stuff like food, water, oxygen, things that you actually can't live without. Now, think of when you are thirsty. You wouldn't allow anything to actually keep you from being able to quench that thirst, whether it will be a mile where you will have to walk, whether it will be um, $20 that you'll have to take out of your pocket, obviously, if you are by the means at that point of time. But this are things that you can't live without. Without oxygen, we know what happens if you don't have oxygen. So people need this need filled according to Maslow. Now, the second need is safety. Now, this can be in the form of feeling physically safe, your environment where you're finding yourself, emotionally, and as well as financially. So think of when you actually, um, let's say, you are not able to work anymore. So what will happen then? Then you lose your job, and what you will do is you will maybe start phoning around, sending out your resume to others, maybe starting an online business like most of us did within this group. So, and once that need has been filled, and then one actually will look further and want your social needs actually to be filled. Now, your social needs will obviously be you want to feel actually loved, let's say, when it comes to family, friends, or even groups. Therefore, we actually have like team building when it comes to in the workplace. So once that is felt, people actually understand that that actually gives people, it solves a problem. People have that need. So once you can actually solve that problem for them, and then they will be obviously attracted to you. I can think of many occasions when I started a new job, and even though I, for instance, am not the person that is very outgoing, but just because I wanted to be feel part of the crowd, I actually found myself actually going out more, because at the end of the day you have the need to actually feel that you belong within this group. And this leads on, and this I will actually be concluding by how you should understand this and how you will need to actually implement this if you want to be successful in anything, whether it will be in building a relationship or whether it will be in building a business, anything out there that actually has to do with people and relationships. Now, then comes esteem needs. Now, this is the desire to feel good about yourself, maybe a desire for prestige, having luxury vehicles, or the place, the environment where you will stay, the house where you would like to live. You would obviously want to work hard, and this will obviously influence your behavior, because that is what you want in life, and that will obviously result to what your need is, will result to your actions and your behavior. So we are discussing here what people's behaviors are and why it is in that way, so you can actually understand how to open up relationships to be able to be successful. So you will see that many workplaces, they would actually even have for the staff members, would they would um, maybe give them a incentive or certain amount per month for a home or a lease car, stuff like that, because they know that people have these needs, and once that is actually satisfied, they might be in a relationship, or that person might be working for them for long, and feel that they are actually being served there. Now, last is self-actualization. Now, this is an important one, because um, this is actually what most people out there feel the need for, the need to be educated, the need to develop a skill, and to improve yourself. Now, remember, we will never actually come to the stage where we feel I have actually reached my potential. You never get to that, but you will always feel that you need to actually evolve, you need to improve, you need to do better. And once you actually, when it comes to business, guys, if you have, if you understand this, and you understand the person that you are actually speaking to, and you know how to position your product or your service, if you know how to position it, then you wouldn't have a problem with being able to be successful within your business. And at the end of the day, understanding people's needs leads to relationships. Now, I always say that you don't close a sale, you open a relationship. Of course, once you have actually made a sale, then you are actually responsible to actually help that person so they can be able to get to where they want to be. People buy stuff so they can actually feel that would actually take them from where they are finding themselves right now to where they actually want to be. So if you know how to position your service or your product or yourself, let's say you, for instance, want a partner, and at the end of the day, the reason why you want that, maybe it will be because you don't want to be alone. So if you are not going to get that from the partner, then obviously that wouldn't solve your need, and chances are that you will actually have problems within that relationship. Or when it comes to business, if you have the person that you are actually speaking to, and you know what the person's need is. And let's say the person's need is here. For some, it would be maybe to belong to a certain group of people. For others, it would maybe be to learn a skill to actually develop themselves. For others, it would just be a social need because they are actually aware that your company, you are doing like launches and you are getting together, having a nice time. People are coming from all over the world, etc. So understanding a person's need is vitally important for your success, because at the end of the day, if you have the person here and their need is here, and you know how to, obviously, if your product or service is not a bridge to get the person from here to here, then honestly speaking, you should actually tell the person that no, I don't think that this is a good fit for you, but I can direct you maybe in another direction. But if that person is a fit and you know how to structure your service as the bridge, then you wouldn't have a problem. And at the end of the day, if that is what the person's need is, and you are fulfilling that need, and then obviously word of mouth will spread, and that is how actually one becomes successful. Okay, so I want to congratulate you for watching up until the end, and once again say thank you for taking the time to view this video. And please, if you got value, do hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel so you get a notification when we do this again. So you are also more than welcome to join my free Facebook group, where we do videos like this, where we give free information on how you can actually scale to the next level within your journey. So the link is also there below. Now guys, if you are going to implement this and you are consistent, then like I said, you will have no problem with being successful online. Remember, many times I see people reaching out and they just want to do pitch their sale, and they is actually have so much rejection coming their way because people are not interested in what you are selling or what you are about, etc., unless it serves their need. Remember, people are basically, they are self-centered. So at the end of the day, if you are going to position yourself as a bridge and help the person actually, and really care about the person's where they are finding themselves, then only that will lead to success. Because at the end of the day, you cannot become successful out of yourself. You cannot become successful alone. You need others, and therefore you need to help others so they can actually go from where they are. So at the end of the day, once you are solving problems for people, and the more problems you solve, the more successful you become. So let us go out there, love people, and help them solve their problems. Then guys, please don't forget, join us in our free Facebook group where we share value like this, and I trust that you will also do a introduction once you get to the group. Thank you very much.